Once upon a time, in a small village named Sunville, there lived two friends named Piyush and Vikas. They were inseparable since childhood, always exploring new adventures together. One sunny morning, as they sat by the river, Piyush had an idea. "Vikas," he said, "I heard about a hidden treasure deep in the mysterious forest of whispers. Let's find it." Vikas hesitated. "But Piyush, the forest is said to be full of dangers and strange creatures." Piyush grinned. "That's what makes it exciting. Besides, we'll have each other's back." With newfound determination, they prepared for their journey. They packed some food, a compass, and a map with an old faded X marking the treasure's location. The map had been passed down through generations in Piyush's family. As they entered the forest of whispers, the trees seemed to murmur secrets, and the leaves rustled like whispers. The friends followed the map, stepping cautiously over roots and avoiding traps left by cunning animals. The forest was darker and eerier than they had imagined. Hours turned into days as they ventured deeper. They encountered a sparkling stream and decided to follow it, hoping it would lead them to the treasure. Along the way, they helped a wounded bird and a lost squirrel, earning the trust of the forest's inhabitants. One evening, they stumbled upon a clearing, and there, beneath a massive oak tree, was a hidden cave entrance. The X on their map matched the spot perfectly. Piyush and Vikas shared a knowing look and entered the cave, their hearts pounding with excitement. Inside, they discovered a chamber filled with glittering jewels, gold coins, and precious artifacts. It was the legendary treasure of the Forest of Whispers. They couldn't believe their luck. However, as they reached out to touch the treasure, the cave began to tremble. The ground shook beneath their feet, and they realized that the treasure was protected by a guardian, a giant serpent with gleaming emerald scales. Piyush and Vikas were trapped, unable to escape the furious serpent. Just when it lunged at them, the bird they had helped earlier flew into the cave and chirped loudly. The serpent hesitated, recognizing the bird as its friend. The bird explained how Piyush and Vikas had saved its life. The serpent's anger subsided, and it allowed them to take a few treasures as a token of gratitude. Piyush and Vikas chose a few items and left the rest untouched, respecting the forest's balance. As they exited the cave with their newfound riches, they thanked the guardian serpent and promised to protect the forest and its inhabitants. With the treasures in hand and the bird as their guide, they safely made their way out of the forest. Piyush and Vikas returned to Sunville as heroes, sharing their incredible adventure and the lessons they had learned. They realized that while treasure was valuable, the true wealth lay in friendship, kindness, and the beauty of the natural world. Their village celebrated their return, and the Forest of Whispers became a protected sanctuary with Piyush and Vikas as its guardians. They continued to explore, but now their adventures focused on preserving the forest's magic and sharing its wonders with others. And so the two friends lived happily ever after, knowing that the greatest treasures in life were not found in caves filled with riches, but in the bonds they shared and the love they had for the world around them.